Hello and welcome to Kochwerke, and this is the guitar rebuild version 6, I think. And today we're just going to be looking at the electronics that we used. Messages. I bought a new scratch plate. I bought a wiring harness and some humbuckers, and I did kind of my own wiring based on two humbuckers. No coil splitting, no fancy stuff, one volume, one tone, and then for this one I also built in an on-off, basically like a, just a switch that completely disconnects the guitar. So no further ado, I'll give you a quick run. Oh, by the way, my little trusty new GoPro, you'll probably see more of that, and the lovely GoPro app that goes with it. Isn't that just lovely? Anyway, let's not waste any time. So far everything's going really well. I'm really happy with the way this guy is turning out. The scratch plate was really nice. I kind of buffed it a bit because I didn't want the gloss. I wanted a slightly matte finish, so I kind of buffed it with teacup. The pickups are kind of, I wouldn't say cheap, I would rather say value humbuckers, 12 to 15k, warm and not too bright, more clear and warm, typical kind of Gibson sounding humbuckers, which is exactly what I wanted. They came in these little enclosures here. I don't know if you can see them, but these enclosures obviously were a bit too high to fit onto a scratch plate, onto a Strat style, because what happens with them is that the strings are quite low, go quite low over the scratch plate, so they needed to be reduced all the way down. On the inside we can have a bit of a better look. 500k treble bleed, treble, volume, two humbuckers, bridge and neck, both just come 2 wires, so these are not coil splittable. I couldn't care about that anyway, so that's just fine. This is a 5-point selector switch, because this was actually harnessed for a 5 selector switch. So the way I wired it now is that it just takes the first 3 settings, so that's bridge, both, neck. So it doesn't go all the way to the front. I'm only using those 3 selections. So the last 2 settings, form 5, are not engaged. And then I literally just, in between all of this, I set the this quite heavy duty, and this is quite important that this is quite a heavy duty switch, push-pull switch. And what the push-pull does, it disengages the plus completely, so that no tone goes to the amp at all. So that means it's mainly used to disengage for feedback and stuff like that, but it is the switch is of heavy duty enough to be able to be used for a little bit of funny business, wah 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 wah, and switching on and off and all that fancy stuff. So this is the first time I put a kill switch in, but there it is. Kill switch is engaged and working. Now the whole harness, everything was already tested through the amp without any strings by just using a screwdriver, just tapping on the pickups to make sure that they were working fine. There's no buzzes, so the electronics seem to be absolutely fine. What I've also noticed, because these were cheaper humbuckers, I thought to myself, and because they're covered, I thought to myself, well, maybe they're not potted correctly, but they seem to be potted just fine. You can actually see in the corners, I don't know if you can see that, you can actually see the wax. So they have been potted, and they don't sound microphonic at all. They actually sound pretty good. They sound pretty sharp. Now they were bought and rated as 12 to 15, 12 to 15. However, I have noticed that they are not. They are actually, let me just get the front one. Where are we now? here and here. Let me just put this closer, you can see it. And if you can see the numbers. So this is the neck, and the neck is sitting at 11, and where are you, my friend? Now this is a little bit lower than when I tested them unharnessed. And the bridge is 14, so the bridge is much hotter than the neck, which is fine, especially for me. I would like a warmer sound on the bridge anyway. So there you go, that is the wiring all done. So this is now ready. In the next episode 7 I'll show you why I did the wiring first before I started on actually getting the body sorted. So till then, cheerios, thanks for watching.